What's going on, guys and gals? Stock Jock here, up $954 on the day. Great way to end the month of January. January has been very nice to me. I think with this, I will probably be up around 25% year to date. So, very, very happy so far with January, and hopefully the rest of the year goes like this, but I know it won't. But let's go into today's trades. Today, I really thought it was going to be a down day, but it turned all around for me, and let's just go over that. So ESES was my first trade out of the gate. As you can see here on the daily, it had this huge spike up, and then yesterday it closed basically at $2. So here I'm hoping for today, we had a dip out of the, actually, no, we didn't have a dip. Yeah, we had a dip out of the open. Dipped down and then went red to green, and then I was really hoping, okay, here we go, we're going to get the move and go up to 2, right? So I went long, let's see, right here as we're breaking high a day, and I went long at 192, hoping for the break of $2, and then maybe go test, 215, which is the 200-day moving average. I knew that there was a lot of resistance. You can see resistance here on the daily here, and well, that's over the 200. So right around the $2 mark, a couple times it's hit it and come back down. But closing yesterday around $2, I really thought today would be the day we get the breakthrough and go. It just didn't happen. So we got the quick pop up, and I was up a couple cents, but then, just volume started coming in on the downside, and I sold as it was coming back down, and it just didn't look like it was going to go. It looked very heavy, felt very heavy, and I took a 12-cent loss on that. So great way to start the day with a 12-cent loss, but again, look where it's at right now, 163, and I sold at 180. So it could have been way worse. This is kind of one of those times where if a trade doesn't go how you thought it was going to go, get out, find the next one. It's just not worth holding on to these and becoming a bag holder. There's other wins out there, and you'll see those in just a second. JAG-X was my next play. Now, I don't typically play penny stocks under $2 even. I don't even play stocks under $2. But this was one that the news that was out on it was really kind of cool, good, whatever. They made a deal with LLY, and they get like $1 million up front. And as you can see, their market cap is only 10 million. And the deal also, if they reach certain milestones, could get up to 60 million. Granted, they're not getting those anytime soon, but I just would have thought that this would have maybe gotten this stock over $1 at some point, and it might today. I don't know. It's kind of holding around the $80 or 80-cent range, but I was kind of hoping we would see a move up and over this level and move on to 1, because as you can see, as it breaks $1, it has a history of kind of moving pretty good. So as you can see right here, we had the break of $1, popped up. So I don't know. I was kind of hoping for the break of $1 and see where we could go. Maybe test the 2. I'd probably sell around the 200 moving average. I don't think it would hold these levels at all. But I was kind of hoping that we would break the $1 mark. So I went long as we kind of had the sell-off here. And I went long at 82 cents right in here. And my thought process was, well, we got a dip down. We went high, and hoping to get a higher low. This would have been the low, and this would have been a higher low. And we had that, and it came back up, but volume just kind of didn't come in. And I was up for a little bit, 2 cents. I took 5,000 shares. And as we started to roll back over, I sold for a 2-cent loss, $100. And it came back down to 76, and it could have easily just dropped. But today, it's kind of been all over the place, as you can see. So if it holds these levels, it might, for you, penny players, it might be one to hold on to and maybe look at as a swing. You just got to watch it. If it breaks this level, it's probably done. But if it can go high day into close, and really start hitting people's scanners as it gets above 1, this one could move maybe up to 125. But I didn't want to stick around for it. That put me down around 350 on the day, and wasn't looking too hot. So HOG was one that Bart called out in the chat room, Bart is one of the best large cap traders that I know, and he's in. This is one of the chat rooms that I trade in all the time. Um, as you can see down here, where is he? All right, he went short hog at 55.39, and then he added his short right here, 55.38 on the downward confirmation, and he was right on. And I came over to hog, checked it out, and I liked what he was seeing. See, 9.56. So kind of the hog had bad, I think it was bad news. I can't remember, but pop up at the open. It was gapping down, and it was breaking the VWAP here, and as it broke the VWAP is kind of the confirmation, especially when we had this test of the VWAP and it just rejected it hard. That's a very bearish sign. So anyway, as it was coming through here, I went short, actually right in through here. So I don't typically like to short at the Bollinger Band, but I really thought we were going to go low day much faster than it did. So I went short at 55.30. It curled back up, and I was holding into this curl because I wanted to see how it acted around the VWAP. And as soon as it tapped that VWAP, boom, it came right back down. And that's the sign I needed. So this is the 50 minute moving average here. It rejected the VWAP, came back down, and then as soon as we broke that 50 is kind of really when it started dumping. And that's probably because the algorithm started to sell as well. And as we were breaking this is kind of when I covered. It just looked like 55 was going to hold. So I covered half at 55.07, half at 55.12. That got rid of all my losses on the day and basically brought me to $25 positive. And that was basically a $350 swing, and that was basically all thanks to Bart in a chat room. This is another reason why having these chat rooms is so helpful, because you have these are the guys right here that are the moderators. They're so good at what they do. In Jason Bond picks, Bart is the best large cap trader I know, bar none. Luke, he trades a lot of stocks under $10. He does phenomenally well. He probably made $400,000 last year. Bart probably made close to $1 million last year. He's just so good. Look at Bart. I mean, he's made $920 on this trade, $450 on this trade, $1,100 on that, $360 on that. And I mean, they post all their entries as soon as they get in chat. So this right here, that move right there paid for half a year of Jason Bond picks. So that's why I subscribe to these guys. Not only do they make markets move sometimes when like Jason Bond gets in a stock and 1,000 people get in as well. The moderators are good traders as well, especially these guys that have been doing it a long time. And Bart is one of those guys, and he's just phenomenal. So thank you, Bart, for $350. So GLBS and ESEA I both bought at the same time. And the reason is because I wanted to play the sympathy play to Dries. Dries is absolutely going berserko today, and oh my goodness, I might get in right now on these guys because it's going insane. Yeah, we might be going long live here in just a second. We'll see. So Dries is a stock that is a terrible company, but for some reason today it's trading insanely well. It's up 101% as we're covering this right now, but it really started to take off and go high a day here. Right around here is when it kind of broke high a day, and when that happened, you see the volume coming in on the 5-minute chart here. All right, so I'm gonna go long GLBS here because Dries just broke $5, and I want to be a part of that move. We'll see what happens. Like I was saying, Dries just went absolutely insane, and when that happened, other shippers started to move. So I bought in GLBS and ESEA. Those are two shippers that can move very well, and I got in at 856 and at 170 on those two. I sold GLBS at 878 and 880. That was a nice win. And I sold EC at 174. Easy money. And it was all because of dries. Uh, when this thing started moving, the other shippers started moving. It's called playing sympathy plays. That stock only moved because this one was going insane. And I have a feeling that, as we're watching dries just go high of day right here live, look at the volume coming in. I think you're going to start seeing these other shippers, EC, GLBS, DCIX, start moving as well and in sympathy, because one's going, the other ones are going to follow. So that's kind of why I just went long GLBS, is because of dries. So I made some money on that, and I did it a few times. As you can see here, GLBS, we had another pop up, 1044. Where is it at? Over here. I mean, I was playing all these pops, and all these buys and sells that you see here, bought at 869, sold at 876. Bought at 876, sold at 885 and 879. These are all wins. Bought GLBS at 864, sold at 848. DCIX, another shipper, bought at 288, sold at 296. These are all based off of moves of watching dries. I would sit here and watch dries. Whenever dries would make a move up, I would buy. And as soon as it looked like it would sell off, I would sell my stock. And that's how I made $954 today. I did not touch dries, and I'm still not going to touch dries. This is a terrible company. For some reason, it has 103 million shares traded today. I don't care why, but I know that this movement will push other stocks in the sector around. As you can see right now, we're already starting to get a little volume coming into GLBS, and it doesn't take much to move this stock. I would not be surprised to see this try to push $9 today. Am I going to hold it the whole time? Probably not. Is dries done? Absolutely not. This thing is hitting high a day at 145. I do not think this stock is done today. But again, I'm not going to touch it. It's a terrible company. This thing could get halted right now, and the SEC would be like, what's this all about? Why is this moving like it is today? And that's the fear I have. That's why I'm not going to get in it. And plus, it's up 107% on no news, besides the fact that they closed an offering. I mean, it's such a terrible company. But again, it's going to move the shippers, so I play the other shippers. GILD, this one was just a news play. I don't know why I traded. It's a $94 billion market cap company. I don't play those, but I do, and I like to lose money on them. They got approved for a drug, but you know what? When you're a $94 billion company, it's not going to move the stock when a drug gets approved. So I got in at 72.08 and sold as was breaking 72 for an $80 loss. And as you can see on GLBS, I got back in at 58, 858, and I sold for 4-cent loss on this one, as dries did one of its sell-offs. I mean, I don't want to, I can't even find it on the chart. Where was it? And I held this for quite some time, actually. It looks like, yeah, I held that for almost 20 minutes or so. So, let's see, 11:30. Maybe we can find it. Yeah, here it is. Dries took a crap right here, and that's kind of when I sold. I don't want to hold on to that. There's no point in holding on to that. And it's a healthy, it's a healthy sell-off that it did. This huge run that it took, it needed a healthy sell-off before it could get going again. So I sold through this, not wanting to hold on to that on GLBS, and you can kind of see it at the same time. This is kind of the top where dries was, and as soon as dries turned, this turned. But it didn't sell off like crazy amounts. So that's why I'm still playing GLBS today, is because when dries sold off, it kind of just hung out in this level, which means that the only way for this to move is up, in my opinion. So I am holding on to GLBS right now, up 65 bucks. The bid and the ask is kind of spread, so if I sold on the bid right now, I'd lose 3 cents, but I still feel good. I still feel like dries, especially going into power hour today, could really get GLBS moving. TWX, this was a play I did based off of news. News is coming out that this deal is going to get approved. If you didn't know, AT&T is buying Time Warner Cable, and the deal's for like $85 billion. So that's around 90, I think $95 a share, or $99 a share. Or, wait, what is it? I don't know. 97 maybe. No, 99. I don't know. I could do the math real quick, but I'm not going to. So it's been hinted that that's going to happen anyway. So I just went long real quick for 1,000 shares. I was kind of breaking yesterday's high, as you can see right here. And I got 96.88 as my entry, and I exited at 96.96 for 1,000 share win. 1,000 share win? 8-cent win on 1,000 shares, 80 bucks. And my last trade was GLBS again. This is all based off of dries. Dries started moving. I think it was a 5-minute candle over candle is what I played. Yeah, right in here. And as that happened, I went long GLBS, and I sold for a 7-cent win. And I still, as you can see, have an entry at 8.56 on GLBS. As dries is just going absolutely insane right now. I think we might see 850 out of this, and if we do, it's really going to move these other shippers. I mean, you look at GLBS and the ask is really thin, and it's got good support around 850 range. So once this gets going, it could get going fast. So I like it. But that's all for me today. I think we'll watch Power Hour. We'll watch shippers going into the Power Hour. I'm up 954. If this breaks down, maybe 9 or 845, I'll sell, and max loss will be 200 bucks, and I'll be up 750 on the day. Either way, it's a win-win for me. And as always, link down in the description below to the chat rooms that I subscribe to. Jason Bond Picks is great because they have a lot of videos for other people to, especially new traders. They have a ton of videos for you to watch and just really see how the market works. I think it's over like 70 videos now. It's pretty crazy. And also you have access to the chat room. You get access to these charts, these trading charts. This is kind of the market view, the stocks that have the biggest volume on the day or the percentage gains. And this is the high of day scanner or low of day scanner. So you have access to all that. You also have access to, inside the chat room, all the trades from all the moderators, specifically Bart, Jason, and Luke. Those guys do, and Taylor actually, he's new. They do a great job, and you can see they don't post just their wins; they have real losses as well. Jason just got up a trade; it was a swing trade. He lost 450 bucks on, down 3 cents. He takes big shares, like 15,000 at a time sometimes. So 450 bucks isn't a big deal to him. But as you can see, these guys do a really good job. I should kind of show you yesterday's wins if you want to see that. Where's Bart yesterday? Here he is. Closed the day 6-8 trades, green, up 2,600 bucks. I wish I could do that on a daily basis. Make life a lot easier. So anyway, that's a look at Jason Bond Picks, and the other one is Warrior Trading. That's a chat room that I use predominantly in the morning, just for the first hour of trading. They do a good job in there, and I highly encourage also getting the news source, which is Benzinga. If you don't have Benzinga, if you don't have a news source and you're trying to day trade, you're just like trying to day trade with your eyes closed and both hands tied behind your back, in my opinion. So that's all for now. If you have any questions, you can find me on StockTwits or Twitter at StockJockAT, or you can find me on Google Hangouts, and my address on there is StockJockAT@gmail.com, and I am there to answer any and all questions for trading or questions on a certain stock. What do I think? Blah, blah, blah. So use me. I'm a free resource. So especially if you're a new trader, use me. All right, I will see you guys in the next video.